We are back on Auto Show TV and joined by Al Cerrone from Cerrone's in South Attleboro. We're going to be a couple of truck guys, a couple of guys talking trucks here today on the show, and we have two of the best to talk about, the Chevy Silverado and the GMC Sierra.
That's right, John, because we sell both of them. We've been selling trucks obviously a long time, but so have a lot of other dealers, but that does not make them experts. We get trained every week. The GM reps come in here and they train our staff. So when you come in, your sales staff or your salesperson is going to be able to tell you anything you want to know about it. But we also have two guys that have been with us for over 20 years, Bobby and Bruce, and they are what I would call truck experts. Like, I know a lot about trucks, but they know 10 times as much as I do.
Let's talk about the Silverado 1500 and the Sierra 1500. A lot of possibilities for guys.
There are. As a matter of fact, there are so many different configurations. So let's start out with the basic one. The passenger truck, the two-door work truck. You can get it with just two doors. You can get different lengths of the box in back. And of course, you can get different engines in it. And then we go into what they call a double cab, which means it's got a full door in the front and then a little bit smaller door in the back. So you can still get in and there's room back there. Then we've got the crew cab, which is 4 full doors. And all of those trucks are different. Trim levels are available, like SLE, SLT, Denali's, High Countries, and all that stuff. This is the V6 engine. It's 4.3 liter V6, but it's not just any V6. It's 305 pound-foot of torque. This engine comes standard in most of the trucks that we sell, in particular the half-ton, which is probably the biggest volume truck that we have. And it delivers great gas mileage, and it's got a good towing capacity besides. Next engine, the 5.3 liter V8, and 355 horses under this hood. So obviously, it can do a lot more work. And let's not forget that Silverados and Sierras come with the big boy. That's a 6.2 liter V8. That's 420 horsepower with an available 12,000 pound towing capacity. That's a lot of towing.
That's a big boat.
And while we're talking about towing, you can get them pre-wired from the factory for a trailer.
Sure.
Also, the hitches.
Yep.
And then let's talk about little things that you normally don't see, such as right here. To get in and out a little bit easier. Yeah, you just demonstrated it. Thank you, you stole my thunder. And the tailgate. You know how heavy they are? Look at this. And then if you want to close it, it's got assistance. Inside, movable tie downs.
Yep.
Available factory spray-in bed liners. And of course the box itself, 6.5 feet or up to 8 foot. General Motors recognizes that all the workers' needs are different.
Right.
John, we're in a crew cab now. And I gotta tell you, Chevrolet, the folks at Chevrolet and GMC, they recognize how much time the workers spend inside their truck. So they really want to give you all the conveniences that makes it like the office on wheels. So let's take storage for a test drive. Start out right here. Storage. Extra seat. More storage. Storage in the doors. Storage here in the glove box. Now, on top of all of the storage, let's talk about some of the technology. So let's start with the Chevy MyLink, which is really a nice screen. It's very user-friendly. And then we go to the 4G LTE Wi-Fi. A worker's out in the field. He needs the internet. He hooks up his device. Somehow his truck becomes a hotspot. And there are plenty of ways to charge all of your devices. And as far as safety, Silverado and Sierra have earned a 5-star overall rating. That's fantastic. And technology, there's so much to talk about. I could be blabbing all day long. You ought to come down here, take one of these Silverados or Sierras for a test drive, and then any questions that you have, ask again Bruce or Bobby, our truck experts. They'll tell you anything you need to know.
Al, the Silverados and Sierras are terrific trucks. How about a deal? Sharpen your pencil here for our viewers.
I gotta tell you, General Motors has really sharpened it up because these trucks, the Chevy Silverado, the GMC Sierra, you pick out the truck, there's up to $10,000 in savings, depending on the model.
It's a good time to buy.
It sure is.
And you've also got all your other commercial vehicles.
We've got high cube vans, we've got big vans, we've got little vans, we've got plow trucks, dump trucks, rack bodies, you name it. We've got service vehicles with storages on the sides. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. You have to come here and see it. And there are always deals between factory rebates, incentives, and special incentives. There's always a deal. Come on down to Cerrone's. You'll be glad you did.